Hey there guys, and welcome to the start of the Rogue Breakdown series, where we're going to break down every single rogue in Rogue Company, starting off with the defender, Anvil. Now, Anvil is a defender, which means that he's going to be defending objectives. Your whole game plan is to be on the objective and to defend not only the objective itself, but also your teammates and choke points from being flanked by enemy rogues. To start off, we'll talk about Anvil's loadout. His primary weapons consist of the Arbitrator shotgun and the MLX Maul light machine gun, both very good options for your close range encounters as well as your medium to longer range encounters. His secondary is going to be the Executioner pistol with a melee weapon baseball bat, and his gadgets are going to be the C4 and the active protection system. You're going to want to utilize the active protection system to make sure that you destroy any and all grenades that are being thrown onto the point. This includes things like incendiary grenades or tear gas grenades or even some of the special throwables. The Executioner's secondary pistol is quite powerful to use when you're in a pinch, and the MLX Maul is a fantastic option for those that are looking to put some suppressive fire downrange. The Arbitrator shotgun is, of course, the key weapon to use in close-range combat that'll be able to down other rogues instantaneously with some well-placed shots. Moving off of his loadout, we're going to go into his traits. Now, his traits are pretty amazing. His ability is called Barricade, which will allow him to deploy a barricade that blocks damage and movement. When you deploy the barricade, using the deploy ability button again will allow you to break the glass that is on the barricade, making the barricade now a piece of cover in which you and your teammates can use to shoot over. The barricade allows Anvil to not only block off choke points, but also make it much more difficult for duelists and flankers to go around. Not only that, but being able to destroy the glass, as we mentioned earlier, is great for surprising your enemies with an attack from behind your wall. Now, his passive ability is called Immunity, which will grant Anvil the immunity from EMPs, disorients, slows, and blinding effects, which basically means that he's immune to the EMP grenades, flashbang grenades, and any other type of grenade that would disorient him. Combining these traits with the active protection system means that Anvil will be able to sit on the point for as long as he wants, being able to not only be immune from most of the disorienting effects from some of the grenades, but also being able to destroy those grenades as well to keep himself on the point and to defend his allies on the point as well. Now we're moving on to his perks. For his perks, he comes with Shredder rounds, which allows him to deal more damage to equipment and carry more ammunition. He also has Berserker, which will give him the ability to reload while sprinting. Helping Hand will allow him to revive his teammates faster. Tenacity will allow him to take reduced damage from explosives. Headstrong will give him an additional 25 armor. And then last but not least, he has Life Drain. Downing an enemy heals for a significant amount over a short duration. Using these perks in combination with his traits and some of his gadgets will allow you to be the true defender that the class warrants for Anvil. Now, Anvil has all this equipment to keep him on the point, but combining all this equipment will not only make you dangerous on the point, but nearly invincible. Simply put, using the active protection system with barricaded immunity is already going to make you pretty immune to most things that are going to be thrown into the objective. However, if you combine this with tenacity, you'll also take reduced damage from explosives, meaning that if an explosive does happen to land somewhere near you and you do get a little bit of that splash damage, you won't be as hurt and you'll still be able to stay relatively safe on the objective without having to move too far away from your point of cover. Now, if you want to change the style of gameplay from a passive defender to an aggressive defender, you can swap out the active protection system for the C4, as well as swapping out tenacity for something like Shredder rounds. This will allow Anvil to not only destroy enemy equipment much faster, but also have something to deal with people who might be hiding behind walls. And then, if you also want to be a supportive defender, you could swap out Shredder rounds for Helping Hand, so you can revive your teammates even faster. Or, if you want to live a little bit longer on the objective where there's no grenades being thrown, you could also get Headstrong, which will allow you to get that extra 25 armor, which will keep you alive a little bit longer in some gunfights. Overall, I think Anvil is probably one of the best defense characters in this game, if not the best defender character in this game, simply because all of his kit works so well together and really fits the role that he is. So, if you really want to get out there, defend the objective, and defend your enemies, then go ahead and select Anvil, because he won't let you down when the point is at stake.